What's up from soft serve watchers, people, subscribers, non-subscribers, Souls fans in general? I don't know. Anyway, this is a quick video I wanted to do on the visual overhaul mod, the Scholar of the Second Sin overhaul mod, because I haven't made a video on it in a while, and there's multiple reasons for that, as I think the people who have seen or follow me on Twitter, I've been working a lot on Dark Souls 1 and 3. I kind of fell down that rabbit hole. So, yeah, I've been a little busy with that, but now I'm more back to Dark Souls 2. Part of the reason there is that DS Map Studio, the program that I use to do most of the modding, a recent update, and my dumbass upgraded, and it broke the paramps for Dark Souls 2. So, it's been a little while. They put out a hot fix, and now I'm back. I don't blame them for the problem. I can't believe they make that tool to begin with. It's impossible. It's ridiculous. Hats off to them. My mods wouldn't exist without them. But anyway, so my plan, like I wanted to go over my plan for the visual overhaul going forward. I've gotten a lot of questions of like, are you done with it? Which no, I'm not. When are you going to be done with it? And so I guess my answer is I don't really know. So for this video, first let me just show you like the recent things I've been working on. So here, as you can tell, we now have candle stands. Also, I died to a really annoying rune sentinel person, but we have functioning candle stands with point lights. And I did this because it's really weird. It's only until you get to the King's Passage that they give you candle stands that are actually lit. Everywhere else in Drangleic Castle, they're just completely devoid. They're not lit, and it's strange. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So yeah, I was like, well, screw that. Ow. Hey. Okay. Ooh, what'd you drop? Royal Swordsman Helm. Okay, that's not too crazy. Yeah, so I added a lot of them to Drangleic Castle. I actually done that today. I do think some people will not like it. I'm okay with that. I never expected this mod to be 100% accepted. That's never going to happen. But yeah, in here you can see we now have actual something going on. Like Drangleic Castle I was talking in the Discord, and like the original concept art for Drangleic is like they actually have stuff in it, and there's actually lights, and so it just doesn't make a ton of sense that there's just absolutely nothing. So you'll see I put one there, two here, two here. Of course, I try to keep them symmetrical whenever possible, because I do want to make it at least an effort that it looks like they were placed there intelligently, so I try to do my best to place them and make sure they look very even and ordered. But yeah, so I added a lot of those. I have more to do, but this is kind of an early look at these. So I think they look pretty cool. Let me know in the comments. I just think it was like I know it's supposed to be a foreboding castle, but it always felt odd to me that they were like, yeah, whatever. It's not going to have light anywhere. And we'll have candle stands literally everywhere with no candles on them or anything. It never made much sense to me. So let's go back to the bonfire, which I now realize was literally just like 2 steps that way, or slightly more than that. The other thing I changed, let's go to the Forest of the Fallen Giants. This was actually, so the stuff I just showed you is not currently released as of this video. It'll be in the next release, which will be pretty soon. I can bang them out pretty quick. But the things I'm going to show you now are in the release that's on Nexus currently. So another thing that I noticed in this room, which was really strange, is this torch had no light source at all. It was just a torch hanging out. There was no illumination around the torch. It was just the fire. And I quickly was like, what the hell? And so yeah, I added a point light there. It's not a shadow casting one. My shadow budget, I've basically run out on this map. And if I add more, it'll just consistently turn off the torch, and it's bad news bears. So I'm not doing that. But so that looks cool. If we head over here, yoink. This is where Pate normally hangs out. I killed. Oh no, he is here on this save. Oh, okay. Thought I killed him. Oh, on a different character. I added 2 torches with point lights here. I think it looks pretty snazzy. Just a nice looking bunch of torches. I haven't added any in here yet. You'll see it also affects the volumetric fog. And I think it just kind of brightens up the dark areas of this level, because obviously it's like overcast and like there's obviously sunlight hitting other parts of the level, but this is where the sun doesn't get. And it makes sense that they would have torches. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense to me that nowhere else did they have torches. I just don't see how that's realistic. Not that we need to care about realism a lot in the Dark Souls world. But yeah, so I added a couple here. I'll try not to die. I might do a really poor job of that. Let me try to remember. Did I add more out here? Hell yeah, I did. I added some in front of the Lost Giant, or well, really, it's not just to the Lost Giant, but it's to this Torch Pyre and the shortcut, which is awesome. I added these torches here. Were actually pre-existing, but they had, once again, no light attached to them at all. So it was just an awkward torch hanging out, not illuminating the scene. So while it's not shadow casting, I think it actually still has a big visual uplift because it's supposed to be illuminating the scene, and it just wasn't. So that's an easy fix for me. I will be adding more over here, and then around here as well. Okay, bud. Okay. Okay, one shot. Get out of here. Whoop, we got another. Okay. Employee of the month over here. I'm playing terribly. I've been playing a lot of DS3 and DS1, so when I go back to DS2, I'm just absolute garbo. So yeah, that's new. Let's go to Lost Bastille, and we'll notice some other changes I've made. Ones I'm a little bit more excited about. I am excited to add torches to more levels to sort of flesh them out, but I'm actually really excited about, like here you can see we have torches in front of Macduff's place. We talked to the HOA, and they were cool with it. They didn't mind at all. Did I add any over here? No, I didn't. Oh, I know where I went. Okay, hey, settle down. I'm trying to show stuff off. I thought I added one in here. Oh, I did. Hold on. I gotta go back to the bonfire. I forgot. So this is what I'm more excited about. I have added torch, pyre, sconce. I don't really, to be honest, I don't know what to call them. It's the things that you light with your torch throughout the level, which is present in almost every level, unfortunately, to completely varying degrees. On certain levels, they don't really have much of any to light. I don't really know why. I don't think there's a lore reason. I think it's just, eh. So I added one in here, which I think is very nice. I don't think I added one up there yet. But you get the gist of what I'm going for here. Let's enter here. Okay, this is a pre-existing one. I thought I added one. I may have undone it because that one was already existing. I don't remember, to be honest. Okay, well, he exploded, so. Maybe it was behind here. Funny thing is, I don't remember what I do. Oh my god. Okay. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh, did he actually die on that? He did. Okay, he got... I like making these videos because then I can just have absolute shit gameplay. And I think that usually ends up being pretty funny. So let's exit out of here. This one was pre-existing. I do remember that. I believe I added some in here. Yes. This one's new. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Whoop. I'm so good at this game. Oh shit. Did that get me? No, 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 it didn't. Okay. Yeah, shit. Okay. The good thing is I'm like level 135, so I do one shot them. All right. We have a new one added here. Of course, on my save currently they are lit, but they will be unlit on your save because I did figure out how to add new ones without having the old one light the new one. It came down to entity IDs, which made total sense. Okay, bitch ass, get. Well, you're not in the game more often. Like you're in a couple places, but you don't show up that often. So yeah, I added a couple here. Tried to make them symmetrical. I think I need to edit that a bit. Let's go in here. I added another one, which was cool. I try to add them where I think that they would go and not seem outrageously dumb, if that makes sense. I feel like that would be common sense, but you know, bears mentioning perhaps. I try not to put them in really dumb areas. And all right, let's head this way. Let's go past. Okay, just kind of. No one saw that. I'll edit the VOD. Um, all right, heal up, heal up. As you can obviously see from far away, we do have new wall torches here. As once again, Lost Bastille was just. I get it's supposed to be like, you know, desolate. It's a prison, but once again, a prison has torches. Prisons have torches. That's my defense. Like I don't think anything about a prison has anything to do with there not being torches. That doesn't make any sense. So, and that kind of brings me to my next point. I have been getting some comments. Most all comments have been like, "Oh, this looks rad. This looks sick," you know. And you know, obviously, I appreciate those. And that's the bulk of usually what I get. And I also expected some people to be like, "Yeah, I don't really like that." And I've gotten some of that where they go, "Yeah, but can you make a version of this overhaul mod that doesn't do those things, that doesn't add clutter, which I will be doing in the future. This is sort of like in that vein. Um, and I've kind of told all of them, so I figured I'd mention in the video that like that will complicate development massively. Because to do that, the way that the map files work is that if I made a separate version, I'd have to be working on both versions concurrently and then make the changes twice, and it would just double my workload. And then trying to ensure that those two versions are identical except for certain you know, and so for me that's where I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. You know, to me, I've sort of struggled with how best to respond to certain feedback. Obviously I ignore the non-constructive feedback because that doesn't really benefit me and I don't really care about that. The constructive feedback, like, hey, the OG vision was like this, yada yada yada. I appreciate those because I go, I need feedback. You know, I'm just making these changes. I think they might be cool, but if like literally 100% of players say I literally hate this, yeah, I mean, I certainly don't want people to hate using my mod, but there's also a part of it that like it is a mod. It's a free mod, and you know you're free not to use it. I think that sounds shitty when I say it, and I don't mean it in a shitty way. I think that's why on Twitter it doesn't really come across very well. But over video, hopefully you can tell like I'm not shitting on people. I just it's it's a mod, and just like the base game, I'm sure there are things that you disagree with and that you really like, and some that you're neutral about. And I think that's going to be the exact same thing for my mod because I'll be modifying things that you love and then modifying things that you go, I don't know if I really care about that or agree with that. Um, there's just no way that I'll make everyone happy. And if you try to do that, then you're basically going to just make everyone unhappy. So that's kind of why with me, I just take it in stride and go, all right. But I felt like I should explain more of my thinking behind some of the suggestions and feedback that I get. That yeah, I enjoy getting most of the feedback. There's that little percentage, tiny percentage, that are just sort of like I I think there was one I got that was basically like, I really like your mod, but can you make one optional that doesn't do any of the things that you did? And it's like, what? Come again? What? I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong, but I was like, okay, interesting take. Um, but yeah, I don't know. This is just sort of my vision for improving certain things, and I totally understand that some people might just not like it, or not like certain things. And I will say, if there's a particular level that you think I've modified in an incorrect way, that's actually the nice part, is that you can undo most of it just by the map files. They're all coded by like M10, M1018, M1004. M1002 is Things Betwixt, M1004 is Majula, M1010 is Forest of the Fallen Giants, and yada yada yada. And so you can basically delete those, replace them with the original file, and then all of my changes get reverted for that one level, but not everything. So not every other level. So that's certainly a solution too that I'm okay with people using. Um, but yeah, anyway, that's sort of my current very quick little things that I added slash fixed. There's been some shadow issues that I was fixing on different levels that was in the last release. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go through more levels. Drangleic Castle needs a lot of help. And there's a lot of other ones that I just feel like could use simple things like torches and torch pyres and just kind of freshen them up a bit. Because the base game still exists. So if anyone wants to play the game unmodded, they're totally able to do that. And if they want a different experience that looks different, that's what my mod brings, you know? It's different. Doesn't mean it's better, you know, in all cases. I may think it is in some cases. Um, but yeah, I plan to go through more levels, update more, kind of balance between doing my DS3 overhaul mod, which is progressing uh, pretty well. But yeah, kind of bouncing between those. I know a lot of people were concerned of like, are you gonna get burnt out because you're kind of just doing a lot of mods at once? I'm like, yeah, I won't go hollow because they actually helped me like when I was in the catacombs of Karthus in DS3 modding that, and I was like, oh my god, everything looks the same. Please kill me. So I switched over to DS1 modding, and I was like, all right, let me try to strip out the baked lighting from Anor Londo and do this. And so I go do that for a little while, and then I find out that there's a lot. DS1 modding is by far the most difficult out of the three. It's not even close. And so then once I'm tired of that, I go back to DS2, then I go to DS3, then I go to. It's just that's kind of how it works, and so that's my current plan. If you have any suggestions or places that you think are especially barren, that need help, that need work, yeah, I'd love to take a look at them. Um, that's the whole point of my mod. I love this game. I think they were rushed at the end of development. We've all heard the stories and the things that they had to cut and all of the like the lighting they ripped out, and so that's kind of where my mod goes, you know. Um, that's kind of what it does. In the future, very soon, I want to make a video showcasing a texture pack that is not mine, but it is somebody I've been working with. We have a little work group. The creator of the lighting engine mod, and then we have Duke Bilgewater, who does the like sort of color grading and the LUTs for the areas, and then we have Trivia, and she is the texture artist. And so her texture pack that she's been working on for a while now is better than mine. You know, mine have a high resolution, but I basically ripped out all the specular maps because my upscaler would screw them up, and then they're not physically based. They're just an enhanced version of the original textures, which is cool. Um, but it doesn't really take advantage of the lighting engine's improvement with cloth rendering, and then the metallic surfaces. And so her texture pack is going to really be the go-to. So my point is basically that my texture pack will be the baseline, and then her pack is the one that you'll use to overwrite with it. That's essentially my idea for it. That'll be my suggestion. I need to put that in the listing for the texture pack because, yeah, hers is better, and she's a talented texture artist. I am not. I know how to use tools and AI upscaling and that kind of stuff, and try to tune that and make it look good. But yeah, when it comes to what she's doing, that's a whole different level. I don't play on that level, and I've tried to understand it. I'll work on it, but she's so talented. So I'm excited to show that off, and then hopefully way more people download it. And that's kind of their as she goes through the game, and once she finishes, it's just going to look absolutely insane and amazing. Some of the things I've seen that are amazing. So anyway, I didn't really want this video to go on too long. Let's go hang out with McDuff here. But yeah, I'll post another video, maybe an update on my DS1 experience, what I'm currently working on with that, and I think I'm in Sen's Fortress. DS3, I'm still working on Smoldering Lake. That's right, I'm working on Smoldering Lake, and it's not bad. There's more catacombs that I have to go through, and I really don't want to go through. I now realize this has just been me ranting for however long this video is. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, if you want more of this. Liking the video actually does help a lot, so please hit the like button. It helps the Robo Overlord algorithm know that this video is cash money, and everyone else should be as cash money as you are by watching it. That's what I've heard. So anyway, have a great day, wherever you live. If it's morning, noon, night, middle of the night, if you're a night owl, whatever. I hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you next time. Maybe a gameplay video or something else entirely. I don't know. Got to keep you guys on your shoes. On your shoes? On your toes. My God. Hopefully you like all the errors and all the glitches. I'll see you later. I'll see you next time. Probably tomorrow. Maybe the next day.